Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do a twin flame reading, which I feel like I haven't done in a while. I don't think I did one in August, which is strange, but maybe we were meant to wait. So anyways, we are going to do a reading that will have the divine masculine, but also the divine feminine. They each will have their own spread. And remember, you can be, it can be masculine and feminine. It can be masculine, masculine, feminine, feminine. You know what I mean? I feel like in this type of reading, you find yourself, or maybe it's just not your reading, your time. Though in the same breath, I feel like if you're here, there's a reason. All right, let's go ahead and begin. We're going to use the Mother Mary Oracle deck, and each is going to get one. Everything's already pre-shuffled, by the way. Let me bring this lid down. I want you to really be able to see it. Okay. All right, let's begin. I feel some of you do come here who, you may not be in a twin flame relationship. You may be in a soulmate relationship, but you still receive answers through here. I call it a twin flame, but it's about love. It's about connection. So, whatever we want to call it. Okay, let's start on the masculine side. We have health. Health. My prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. May have been dealing with some type of a health problem. And then on the feminine side, we have enthusiasm and gratitude. Whatever I am most passionate about is the direction I follow. Gratitude. As I notice and appreciate my blessings, I open the door to more of God's gifts. So the more I see and appreciate, the more I receive, I open to receive. Enthusiasm. I feel like that's a choice, how I decide to look at something. Okay. We are going to use the Tarot Dreams for the masculine side, and I also feel, listen, I feel sometimes, let's say you're a female, like myself, sometimes I feel like I'm in the masculine energy, sometimes I'm in the feminine energy. My twin and I are together now, but there was definitely that runner energy, and I tended to do it more than anyone, and it surprised me. So anyway, let's give them a cut. And let's begin. Well, that didn't take long. We have the Hermit, card of Virgo. We have the Page of Coins. I feel like this person is definitely learning about their spirituality, learning about life. They may have had some kind of health condition that kind of made them see things in a different light, maybe in a spiritual light. They're definitely on the path of knowledge right now, of learning. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. I almost feel like this could be a guru. But this person definitely feels like they are creating out of their the energy of the Hermit. The Hermit means that I've had to walk through the dark, right? And we all have to go through it. We all have to walk through it. Maybe every 9 years, who knows? But it is learning, learning like what pulls me in this dark. Even health, like what brought me to this place. So anyways, I kind of feel like this person really had some kind of recovery, and really felt the blessing within it, and therefore maybe wanted to know more, deeper, wanted to go deeper. And it's interesting because I feel like they may have just found a path, um, of this knowledge. Because the hermit, it's about eventually taking that beacon and being the beacon of light to others. And that's what this person feels like they're becoming. We have the star card of Aquarius. This is about hopes, dreams, and wishes. We have, look at that, the Emperor card of Aries. This person may wish to begin like their own business. They're on that path. I feel like it's definitely coming from like their hopes, their dreams, and their wishes. Now, why would this be coming up? Well, it could just say that right now that's where their focus is at. Right? But in the same breath, and I feel that. I do feel that. Like their focus is on what they're receiving, but then creating from it. Some creating their own business, some moving up, climbing up the ladder, right? Some, had gone like to school or back to school to learn more. I feel like, and it doesn't have to be book smarts. I feel like this is about life, and I feel like there's something that this person had overcome and did, and sees the gratitude, or sees the divine in it. I like the Emperor with the Eight of Coins together, because what's ever being created here in the Emperor energy, I feel like, you become the leader. They become the leader. This could be, and it's almost like could be bringing something to the forefront that the rest of us aren't aware of, so to speak. Wow, we have an Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. I feel like this person finds himself in change. But in the same breath, I feel like this person sees it, like understands it. It's really learning about energy, and I feel like it's coming from the energy of gratitude. It's interesting, gratitude's over here. I almost feel like it should be over here, because I feel like they feel it. And it starts them, I feel like it starts them on a path. Listen, more wisdom is everything. We have the Seven of Cups coming under the star, and then we have the Palace of Swords. This person could be, they may not be doing it yet, but this person could be working in communication in somehow. It's interesting because I feel like, there's a little fear towards going after what it is that I want. But at the same time, here is what I want. Like, it's becoming clearer and clearer. This person's becoming clearer and clearer about their life. It's interesting because we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight, which is about new beginning, right? The Ace is the Ace of Pentacles, the ability to create from that. Here's this new beginning. This could be someone who had to recreate themselves. And therefore they do, and therefore, like, the aces just seem to show up. It seemed like it all came from the energy of, hope and dreams, and someone understanding. It's very clear someone's understanding energy. I feel like someone definitely moving into the art of communication. Well, let's finish this block off. This square. We have the Three of Cups. So this Ace is the opportunity to celebrate. Celebrate my accomplishments. Celebrate what I'm building, what I'm about to build. And remember, I'm saying this is masculine over here, but feminine, this may fit you. And listen, a lot of times both will fit because, I don't know, we're kind of both sides of the coin. So, anyways, we have the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I really wasn't even going to look at the bottom of the deck, but I did. Queen of Cups can be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. It could just be a woman, right? It could just be a woman. It could be someone that is there, you know. And I don't mean like physically. I feel like just spiritually and there, like almost like my, how do I want to say this, my the remnants of my energy are still there. I may not be there, but the remnants of my energy. And I feel like that probably talks just even of past lives, right? Just of the two of you, togetherness. So even though maybe I'm not physically there, my essence is there. Okay, let's come over to this side. We'll just say to this person, something I look for, guys, when I do a lot of cards like this is the synchronicities. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Wheel. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Can be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have the Chariot. Can be card of Cancer. Is a card of Cancer. So it can be a Cancer. First of all, I just want to say how we open up the reading. We open up the reading in the Five of Wands. So right off the bat, we're kind of opening up the reading for this side in some aggression, right? There's definitely aggression there. You know, it's the battle of wills type of thing. But I feel like this, you know, and it's a 5. So 5 is about change. I know you keep hearing me say that. And we're in a universal year 5. You're like, I really pay attention to the numbers because the numbers speak also. So I feel like, you know, it's calling for some type of change. Listen, up here, it's saying stay, you know, stay excited for your future. Be grateful for what you have. But in no means does it say stay in something that is not working for you. So I feel like the Chariot is the moving away from this Five of Wands. You know, listen, the wheel's there. It just may be time, right? It may be time. It's like if you're following energy, if you're following universal energy, it's kind of like you know when it's time, right? We know when it's time. Like we know when it's time to close the door. But our humanness will give us every excuse in the book, right? So the 5 gives us an opportunity, even if it's difficult energy, to change it, right? To leave it, to get out of it. Interesting, because you guys hear me talk about the Queen of Pentacles all the time, the King of Pentacles, and I often feel they're business owners. So this could be someone over here who certainly, you know, here we're jumping. It's almost like here's 2 different issues. This person over here could certainly be dealing with health, or it can even be health of a loved one, which sends them on a certain course, all meant to be. And here's, you know, more of, you know, aggression and battling. And listen, I just feel like it's not for you. right? It doesn't feel natural, doesn't feel right. Um, so it's sending you on a path, but you have to allow it, right? The chariot, I feel like, comes as a reward, and the reward is the balance over the masculine and the feminine within you. So sometimes, like if I'm around aggressive people, I gotta be careful that I don't then become aggressive, right? I don't become them. You know what I mean? Because here in the Five of Wands, I feel like there's no sense in it. Just kind of chaotic. Anyway, well, hello. Two of Cups, attached to the wheel, attached to the chariot. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So interesting. It's like here is your essence attached to them, right? Here is this queen connected to this Ace of Swords. And listen, you know, it's like when the time is right, the time is right. Um, I can't see this person skipping, excuse me, this um, to be here yet. I feel like this part is so important also, right? Because why? Because it's creating who they are, right? And listen, I mean, like, whichever side I'm on, both, there's both something, there's change for both. But the more they flow with that, the more it just feels, it's like it's time to leave the past in the past. That fights against me, I got to determine, is it worth it? Because here, it's not worth it. That's what I feel. And by the way, what comes next is the Two of Cups. The chariot to me is about mind control. Where can I take that chariot? Anywhere I want. It's interesting because we have the queen up here with her eyes closed, and she got a little smile on her face. So she's deep in thought, right? We have the Ace of Swords down here, who is also female, and her eyes are closed. She is like, it's almost like the Ace of Swords is sending this queen um, this energy, and this energy may be in some way helping her to move from the energy she currently finds herself in. Maybe connecting back and forth here. This person holding this Ace of Pentacles is looking right over here. I feel like a lot of times when you're in any type of, let's just say, spiritual work, right? You're, I don't know, like, there's certain energy, there's certain things that you learn that become you that then help the world. I feel like it's important that we don't skip these things. Alright, well, this is a lot, but we'll take them. We have the Fool. So someone is definitely changing. Some of you may be changing location. I love the Fool's energy because the Fool, is not bringing this five of Wands along. It's not bringing this aggression along, battling energy. I don't need it. I'm not bringing it along. The Fool's free and clear, truly free and clear. And, the Fool doesn't hold on to rejection, and therefore becomes afraid to make a chance, right? Take a chance. The Fool's the opposite of that. Just because this existed doesn't mean that I can't clear that energy and start anew, right? Five says change. Fool says, okay. The Chariot gives you the way. We have the King of Wands. Can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Coming under the Two of Cups, I felt like roaring, like roar. We have the Page of Wands. You know, this is, I feel like this is our carefree girl or guy, but this is our carefree energy. This is the full in action. Where am I going? You know, I'm just going to throw my wand, and wherever it goes is where I follow. This is trusting the universe. You know, definitely intuitively guided, right? Not just in love, but also in your physical, creative, and material world. But listen, Two Cups is right in the middle. The Emperor's right in the middle here. All right, what else do we have? We have the Tower coming as extras, so we're going to read these just together. We have the High Priestess. We have the Hierophant, can be Taurus, is the card of Taurus. And then we have Death, but then a Rebirth. Card of Scorpio. I just want you to see that. It says Death and then a Rebirth. So, we have the Tower with the High Priestess. You know, this is you intuitively knowing when to throw these towers, what these towers are about. You know, I don't think towers stop. Towers are challenges, you know, but we become more knowledgeable in that. We can see it, and we see it, we can avoid it, or we can walk through it, right? We have the lantern of the hermit. So anyways, I just feel like this is it's kind of like, you know, a gift, like receiving gift of, I control the towers don't control me. And, you know, then we have the Hierophant and the Death card. Hierophant number 5, always ask you to stop, listen, ask yourself questions. You know, what kind of energy am I living in? Am I living in my own belief system, or have I picked up theirs, right? Am I true to myself, or am I true to them? And I don't know why I keep saying them, other than it feels like, again, energy that just, I don't know. I feel like you have the ability to leave, and therefore I think it's what you're kind of meant to do. I mean, it's up to you. Anyway, the Hierophant says, you know, just check your belief system. Are you being true to you? You know, do you understand your value, right? Your uniqueness to this world. Like, you know, you're here with purpose. And that purpose is to live, you know, a joyful and lots of experiences. But anyways, then this is about a rebirth. You know, the Fool's the same thing. It's a rebirth. The Knight of Wands is, or the Page of Wands is very carefree again. Willing, like, unmoving, honest. You know, this King of Wands, let's talk about him for a second, because he's attached to this Two of Cups. Now, it doesn't have to be a fire sign, I want you to know that. What it means to me is this is someone who is, you know, in some way could be in the forefront, could be the leader, that type of thing. I feel like this is someone who, you know, takes responsibility seriously, has learned a lot through life. I feel like this is also someone who, listen, there may be areas, just like we have areas where we had to learn to tame, and I feel like this is a lot of what's going on. And here, I feel like, you know, what it's saying is this is about not accepting what doesn't work, and be willing to, you know, put a plan together and move out of that. I feel like the universe backs you. You know, we're doing a love reading, so I think it's beautiful the Two Cups came out right in the middle. Um, and I love the connection, too, like telepathically almost. Okay, we have, well, look at that. We have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So the Knight of Cups, I kind of love this, guys, because this is about, the Knight brings in a cup of fulfillment, a cup of love. We're we're doing a love reading. That's what this night's job is, right? This is what I signed up for, type of thing. So this is energy that's coming towards you. I'm assuming you're over here, but whatever. I feel like this is energy that's coming in that, listen, I often feel it's unexpected. And I feel like it's meant to be that way. You can't plan love, but you can plan your own life. Okay, what should we use? Let's use the crystal vision. And I'm just going to kind of go over both of these spreads. I never feel the energy of waiting on another, because I feel like you have purpose, they have purpose. And I just feel like when I just trust, that what's meant to come to me will come to me. That's really the perfect energy, right? It's just the perfect energy. Okay. Anyway. I think the first thing I want to do is just take a couple cards right down the middle. Well, thank you. We have the Four of Cups. We have, look at this, the Five of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles. First of all, I like that the foundation card is of Pentacles, because I feel like that's building a foundation. Right off the bat, it's showing us like the Four of Cups, and I feel like the Four of Cups is almost more of surrender to energy, right? But I need to be aware of that. And in the Five of Cups, it's that longing and that missing, right? And I feel like it's kind of natural. But it asks us again, a five. This is not, you don't want to put your focus on what you have lost, what has gone wrong, all that. Instead, turn that focus around and all that can be, right? The Chariot's right next to it. The Ace of Pentacles is on the other side of it. What has hurt us is there, what we miss is there, but there's still more, there's still new. And and when I say that, I mean even with people that may have been together before, because Five of Cups, there is a sense of missing, right? A longing. But this is talking about the changing of that energy. So, first of all, that Five of Cups is connecting both here. So it's both who have that same, sometimes I feel like it's just that gnawing, right? That longing for. But then the Four says, I'm not really doing anything about it, right? I'm not changing my circumstances. I'm not changing my energy. I'm not focusing on growing what I should be, my own foundation, that type of thing. Instead, I'm just focusing on what I have lost. But this is about the change of that, right? The fives are saying change. It's bringing us somewhere if we allow it. And what it brings are two cups in that Five of Cups. So it's like old is new again. But it's new. Okay. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Wands. I feel like this person over here is really focusing on their pentacles, building the strongest foundation possible. I feel very inspired. They're very inspired. They could be doing this out of the home. They could be connecting to like ancestors. But this is energy that I feel like is very abundant. And then we have temperance. So, temperance is about divine timing, right? The right time, right? Temperance is mixing the perfect recipe together. Not the wrong recipe, the perfect recipe. And she just hasn't reached it yet. Or, the changes that are taking place haven't fulfilled yet. So temperance, anyways, card of Sagittarius, but it's also about letting go of control. Just letting go of control. Because it is about divine timing, and it's trusting in that. This is also saying over this Eight of Pentacles, it's also something that I definitely feel is divinely inspired. So I like how each is developing. You know what I mean? Like you can see the development. I just feel like whatever this person's creating from, it feels divinely guided. Here is the ace, right? The ability is like, when something's meant to be, the way will show itself. And it does with the Ace of Pentacles. And then the opportunity to celebrate that, right? It's a celebration of and over. We have the Nine of Swords. Showed up in the reverse. We'll put it both ways. We'll remember it's in reverse because in reverse, it's allowing the swords of the past to drop out of me. The Nine of Swords talks about excess worry that's not needed. Temperance is saying that, like this, the energy of doom is not needed. It's telling you what energy to be in. Be enthusiastic about life. And I know that can be difficult to say, but still, in the same breath, there are these little blessings to be grateful for. So, I feel like some of this is about time. Like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Not when you're in that energy. Not when you're in that energy. And I get it. But in the same time, we saw it in reverse. The Unknown card. That is the High Priestess. We have, here is the Knight. Here's the Knight of Cups. So it showed up across the table. And then, hello, the Star. So, the Unknown card. It's interesting. It's the High Priestess, but it's when I'm blocking it, right? It's when her crystal ball is cloudy. She can't see in it. She doesn't know what's going to happen, right? It's kind of, and I feel like it's coming over that Five of Wands. So it's talking about maybe some type of energy that you find yourself in that just, it just doesn't seem to serve you. Right? It doesn't let you see things clearly. And I feel like it's because there's aggression, but there's also excess worry wrapped around that. I don't know. But there's that Star coming over the Queen. There's that Knight coming over the Wheel of Destiny, right? What's right below it? The Two of Cups. How can I not see that, right? How can I not see that? Maybe what I meant to say is, how do you not feel that? Well, because my crystal ball is cloudy. It's fogged over. Maybe I keep checking it. It's like my breath. Okay, let's keep going. You know, this is going to be a longer reading, no doubt, but I've been finding myself doing, my readings were getting shorter and shorter, but, you know, I was just missing a little bit of something. So I'm just kind of bringing them back. Anyway, we have the Six of Wands, so victory. Victory. Over the Star. This person could be wondering or was wondering how other people would receive them. It could be wondering how you will receive them because I feel like they're changed. I feel like they're changed. You know, it's not like I'm that young kid I once was. There's things, something that I had to go through, and it changed me. Changed me at a core level. Then we have the Strength card, which is kind of beautiful because, you know, this is about the inner strength. This person just learned something profound, I feel like, in life that is changing their physical world, but it's also changing them. Um, Really, what it's doing, it's bringing them, to themselves. It's Cardelia. Well, we have the Eight of Cups. We have the World. We have the Seven of Cups. Interesting that you both have the Seven of Cups. And one is by the Star, and one is over the Two of Cups. So it's kind of interesting, right? Above it is the Knight of Cups. Above it is the Wheel. Beside it is the World, right? It is the next portal. It's interesting. I just did a personal reading, and I felt like truly the next pinnacle in someone's life. And that's what I'm feeling here. It's like the next pinnacle. Things aren't like they were. Things won't be like they were. And I don't feel like this is anything I gotta fear, but it's different. It's different. I feel like this person over here may have walked away from a relationship. And it may have been a little bit ago. I don't know. Well, you know, it could also have walked away from you. Now, that would definitely have been in the past. And I feel like, you know, it's almost like if I walked away from you, it was to focus on my pentacles. Maybe I just walked away from love. Maybe I shouldn't say you. Maybe I should just say love. So I could focus on my pentacles. So it's almost like you know, I feel like I have different people here, to be truthful. I mean, why wouldn't I be? And then we have the Nine of Swords above the Eight of Cups moving towards this side. So again, it's like around that energy of the Five of Wands and then what my part in it is. And I feel like that's more about whether I remain in it. You know, sometimes I fear change. Change is fearful, but it can also be exciting. And I feel like that's what I got to think of. I got to think about all that I can create on this path. We've got to remember there's our energy that's creating a lot of this. So now that I know that, what, you know, it's powerful. It's powerful once you know that, like that your part and your energy is a big conductor of what will be. I don't know, you become that artist with that paintbrush. So, anyway, I get it. You know, the Seven of Cups can also represent this energy coming in whichever direction. Let's just say meeting up at a what may be a very unexpected kind of chaotic time in my life, right? When there may have been some change, right? I just closed the door to this and I'm not really expecting, well, maybe I am, but maybe I'm not even thinking that direction. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. Kind of beautiful. Um, you know, this to me is we have freedom. This is when I'm feeling really good in my own skin. Um, this is self-fulfillment. And I feel like through that energy, this is the energy that you truly connect through. So it's like, you know, if I felt like I could connect to someone almost telepathically before, all of a sudden now, you know, my crystal ball is clouded. Um, this is me coming back to that energy again. Why? Because the Nine of Swords is gone. Because my focus is not on what I have lost, but what I have yet to discover. Again, those two cups, and they show in your reading. Here they are. So the Nine of Cups, I feel like, is the energy that I'm leaning towards over here. Like, I just feel like it's saying the battles that aren't worth it, leaving them. That's it. And I feel like, in a way, because again, the Knight of Cups also talks about something that feels like kind of you're surprised by it. Um, so I just feel like sometimes when I make that conscious effort to close certain doors, it can't help but open up the next. But those doors don't open until certain doors are closed. Why? Because it wouldn't serve you. It wouldn't give you what it is you're seeking. We have the Four of Swords. Wow. Hello, lovers. First of all, card of Gemini. It talks about a head over heart decision, yes, but it talks about the connection, the twins. The twins. Coming right over the Palace of Swords, the Emperor, the healing beside it. Wow. You know, the healing over the doubt, really, the pursuing of it. Here, I feel like, is the recognition of it. So, I'm happy to see it in this reading. You know, it's kind of like this person is creating a very strong foundation for oneself. And I don't know, eventually, is it that this person, like this queen, then moves into the Ten of Cups, which would be kind of fitting because the Hermit's right there with it. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not thinking about like their sign. I'm thinking about the energy. And then we have the Wheel. I don't know, guys. It's funny, I keep forgetting how often I say I don't know, guys, and I don't mean it in a like I don't know. It's just like something comes out of me. And I think it's because I want you to see it. I want you to find your way in it. Um, so here's the Wheel. Under it is the Two of Cups, and I feel like, you know, does that mean that really it's going to be up to you, right? It's going to be a decision that's left up to you, left up maybe to the two. I don't know. It's right in the middle, but it's a very, again, grounded energy, but it speaks of destiny. Wow, Four of Wands. Wow. and then the King of Pentacles. So I find this so interesting because of the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Again, doesn't matter the sign, it's the same. They're the same, right? I feel often with the Queen and the King, business owners, that type of thing, and I feel like both could find themselves on very similar paths. This one feels like I got there one way, and it may be like a health condition to me or to someone I love, that does feel scary, but in the same breath, change them, set them on a new course. Definitely feel that. And then over here, I don't know why I'm repeating it, other than to say, here's the wheel. Here's the wheel here with the Knight of Cups right next to the star, bringing this cup of fulfillment, right? Destiny. Here it comes. Well, here it is again. And then it's right next to the Four of Wands, which is our marriage card, which is it doesn't have to be marriage, which is our connection, right? Which to me is the realization of the twins, the energy of working together, and creating true abundance. And I mean that in love, but I also mean that maybe in a material world, right? Because I do feel like the coming to new levels in the world here, right? Really, the most spiritual time in your life from this point on. From this point on. And I feel like Temperance is just saying you can't rush certain things. You know what I mean? Like certain things need to play out, like certain things need to play out. And I feel like each is finding their own energy. I feel like that's what the Nine of Cups is over here. Finding myself and my own joy within my own life. Maybe creating a life that I'm proud to say is mine type of thing. And it's connected to, first of all, it's very earthy energy. So I feel like meant to be. And then the star with that. I don't know. And I feel very carefree over here. Not when I began, but when I end, I feel very carefree. So, guys, you know, I feel like here's the Queen and the King both connecting through the Seven of Cups, but they're both connecting also through the Two of Cups. Right? So it can talk about just the human fear of something. But I feel like the question is, do I feel strong within myself? Does it interrupt a certain, because I feel like there's certain journeys that you got to go on, that's important. And, it's almost like Satan throwing these trivial things in front of you just to see if it'll tempt you away from like your own dream. So you got to know what's truth and what's false and all that, right? It's the learning. The World card is, again, I feel like the most spiritual time. Um, and then the Four of Wands is connected to that. So I feel like this has told us what we want to know, right? I don't know. I don't know what else to say here except it feels so connected. I think I'm going to leave it there, and I cannot wait to read your comments. I really can't. Again, I feel like your comments fill in the blanks for me. Um, I see the purpose on both sides. I really, really do. Um, it's like I see it from all angles. We get to see it from all angles. And from that viewpoint, um, take our life from that viewpoint moving forward. So, anyways, I love you guys. I want to thank you for the thumbs up. I guess even the thumbs down. Thank you for those who subscribed, those who have been with me, and everyone is new. Welcome. I hope you find yourself in here. Remember, this is potential. This is the potential. I'm not predicting anything. This is the potential, but I feel like it gives us a very clear look at both sides of the coin here. Anyway, thank you for your donations, helping to keep this channel alive. I don't know, YouTube is just, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just something that's going that they're going through. I don't know. Anyway, just thank you for everything, guys. I have all the gratitude in the world for you. I will see you in the readings. Bye bye.